Okay, in this video we'll be going over resolution of forces into components. So this is what you do when you have like more than two collinear forces and you want to find the resultant. Okay, we have a question here. We have about 4 forces here and we are to find the resultant. Now for a question like this, the resultant is going to be the square root of x squared plus y squared. That means you're going to resolve all the forces here into the s component and the y component. Now from our Cartesian coordinate plane, the vertical line is the y-axis and we have the positive y-axis, which is this part, and the negative y-axis, which is this part. And for the horizontal line, we have the positive x-axis, which is this part, and the negative x-axis, which is this part. So with this we will be resolving the forces now. Okay, let's I think I've made a table here to make the work easier for us. So let's start with the 10 Newton force. Now when you look at this force here, you can see we're going to resolve it to the x-axis and also to the y-axis. Now the general rule is this: whenever you are resolving a force, whenever you are closing an angle, for me to resolve this 10 to the x-axis, it's as if I'm going to be closing this 30 degrees here. So whenever you are closing an angle, you use cos, and whenever you're opening an angle, you use sine. Alright, so from here I'm going to be having 10. Remember, this is positive, this is positive, this is negative, and this part is negative, so I'm resolving to positive positive. So I'm going to be having 10 cos 30 for the x-axis and 10 sine 30 for the y-axis. So here I'll be having 10 cos 30 and here I'll be having 10 sine 30. Okay, that's that for that. Now let's look at the 12 Newton force. Now when I resolve to the x-axis, you see that we're going to the negative side, so I'm going to be having minus 12 cos 40. So here I'll be having minus 12 cos 40, and when we resolve to the y-axis, you can see it's going to the positive y-axis, so I'll be having 12 sine 40. Okay, the next one is 9. You can see 9 is directly on the y-axis. So because it is directly on the y-axis, I don't have to resolve it. I'll put it there in y-axis, and there's going to be 0 under the x component. Now notice this 9 is in the negative y, so I'll come here and put my minus. Now the last one here is 15. Now to the x-axis, you can see it is positive, so I'm going to be having 15 cos 60 and 15 minus 15 sine 60. Sine 60. Alright, so the rest is just calculator, and now if you have your calculator there, you can punch so you'll be sure of the values I'll be getting. Alright, so from here, this is our x, this is our y. When you punch, you're going to get 10 cos 30, you're going to be getting 8.660, and here you'll be getting 5. The next one here, you'll be getting minus 12 cos 40, you're going to be getting minus 9.1925, and here you'll be getting 7.7135. 7.135. Okay, the next one you have, this is still going to be 0, this is going to be minus 9, and the the last one here, you're going to be having 7.5, and this is going to be minus 11.4907. So now you're going to add up everything. When you add up everything here, you're going to be getting 6.9675, and here you're going to be getting minus 7.772. Please try and verify these values using your calculators. So okay, 772. all right, we said that the resultant is this, so we are going to square them. So our resultant R is going to be the square root of our x is 6.9675 squared plus minus 7.7772. so this all squared. So our resultant, now using your calculator, when you add up everything, you'll be getting 109.0309, sorry. And when you take the square root, you'll be getting R will now be 10.4478, and R is approximately 10 Newton. Okay, so that is how to solve a question like this. Alright, in my next video I'm going to pick another question, and okay, in this